Chapter 4, The Healing Magician Meets the Magic Hero. At the same time I became 15, I awakened to my Healing Magician class, and I also awakened to an extra class which only 10 people in the world can get, the Hero class. After I had gotten my class, I had continued to travel back to the village from the woods. But I wasn't just walking through the woods, I had been diligently consuming poisonous plants to get the drug resistance skill. Recovery Heal, Cure. Placing my right hand on my body, I use healing magic on myself to remove the poison inside of me. I better increase my proficiency in healing magic as well. Cure. Normally, using healing magic on your own body is extremely difficult, because while you are casting the magic, your body changes and noise enters the magic, making it almost impossible to control. However, I am able to do it because I have used healing magic tens of thousands of times. I just have to make a prediction of how the target is going to change, and incorporate that when I use my healing magic. And because I am able to treat my poison now, the pace of which I can increase my proficiency of the drug resistance skill has increased. That being said, just using healing magic 4 times depletes all of my MP, so if I don't level up and increase my MP, it's going to be harsh. By doing this, I spent 3 days after getting my class, walking through the woods, and I have finally reached my village. As I arrive back in the village, my acquaintances come rushing towards me. It seems that I had worried them since I was away for 10 days without even saying anything. Although I was asked about a lot of things, I was able to make stuff up to not make them suspicious, and even if I were to tell them, there would be no way anyone would believe my story. My jade eyes can also be concealed because unless I'm in an excited state, my eyes don't give off the peculiar jade color. To buy an appraiser, the village mayor asked me if I wanted to ride along with him on his carriage to the royal capital. Although my village is a large village, as expected, there is no one that can make an appraiser which only advanced level magicians can make. To his offer, I nodded my head to it, because as long as I want to hide my jade eyes, I shouldn't know of my class. Not being curious of what class you get after becoming of age is unnatural, because everyone wants to find out what class that they get. Well, either way, it would be wasted because before we set out to buy it, the princess will come to escort me to the kingdom. After coming back to the village, I had continued to train my proficiency of drug resistance and as usual, was taking care of my apples. Although I did want to kill monsters and level up quickly, my physical attack and defense has a low talent value of 50, which means that I won't be able to kill monsters easily. And the only attack magic I have, Deterioration Heal, has a heavy MP consumption, so no matter how much I tried, with my current MP I won't be able to use it. Because of these circumstances, I don't want to fight with a monster, but I don't have to rush it. After all, I can just increase my level however much I want later, by using Gluten Heal. TL note, or you could just collapse down onto the ground for the rest of the day like a certain explosion magician. Kira-kun, what's that crest on your left hand? Anna. After finishing with my farm work, Anna-san called out to me while I was about to return home. I don't know anything about it either, it just suddenly appeared one day. Kira, why don't you get Curse Expert to check it out sometime? Anna. I have a wry smile, because although the hero's existence is famous, not many people know about the crest engraved on their body. I'll go have it seen if it starts hurting, but more importantly, it's quite noisy over there. Kira. The entrance of the village was getting quite noisy, probably because the princess had arrived by now. Now then, let's proceed with the history. Once I arrive at the entrance of the village, I was immediately able to see the cause of the commotion. An unfamiliar horse-drawn carriage had been stopped there. It had an extravagant and elegant design, which was not pulled by ordinary horses, but was pulled by a mythical beast, the unicorn. This was something that a superficially rich person could not possibly afford to buy. On top of that, there were knights equipped with mithril armor, surrounding the carriage to protect it. And above all else, they had a special crest engraved on their armor and carriage, the crest of the royal family. One of the carriage doors open, and a teenager girl comes out of the carriage. The villagers are all looking at her with a dumbfounded look, as they are all watching in fascination. By the beauty that stands in front of them, by the elegant appearance of that beauty and the smile of the beauty who seems like a saint. A princess who has an overwhelming amount of charisma and at the same time is a hero. Her name is. Hello everyone, I am the first princess of the Dioral Kingdom, the magic hero Flare Earl Grand Dioral. Flare TL note, I think you read it as the J and Judge or something along those lines, so I read it as G or here's the katakana if you want. The villagers start yelling with delight, as she has already named herself as a hero. Flare can master the rank 5 magic, which is the highest magic possible for humans, can also use rank 6 magic which has never been heard of before, and is revered as the strongest magician in the world. I also know that in a few years, she will be able to use rank 7 magic as well. There is basically no human being that can win against her in magic. Today I have come to pick up a newly born hero which has been born in this village. Flare the cheers become even stronger, and the villagers begin facing each other, unanimously asking who became a hero to each other. Putting power into my eyes, I activate my Jade Eyes in order to check what Flare's ability is. Race, human name, Flare class, magician, hero level, 25 status, MP, 155 physical attack, 40 physical defense, 25 magical attack, 70 magical resistance, 55 speed, 50 abilities, attack magic, all, LV3 martial arts LV2 skills, MP recovery rate increase LV2, magician's skill, MP recovery rate is 10% faster. Attack magic power increase LV2, magician's skill, adds a positive correction to attack magic. Transcendental magician LV2, magician and hero composite skill, all types of magic attributes available. High level magic available. Increase of EXP, hero only skill, gives 2x the amount of EXP earned for you and your party. Level limit breakthrough, yourself, hero only skill, the release of the level limit cap. Looking at it again, it is quite a terrifying status, especially the magic attacks. Even on the skills side, she has a composite skill which involves both the hero and magician class, and she can also use all attributes instead of the amount that you can normally use, which is 2. And on top of that, she can also use high-level magic as well. Truly a power that is worthy of being a hero, but the only part that she falls behind in, is that she can't increase other people's level limits. Now then, I should also check out her talent values too. Level limit, talent values, MP, 150 physical attack, 70 physical defense, 40 magic attack, 140 magic resistance, 100 speed, 80 total value, 580. In addition to having the infinite level limit that all heroes have, she also has a total talent value of 580. The average number that normal humans have is around 60 for their talent value, and having a total value of somewhere around 350 is good. Her magic attack is particularly good, because 140 is probably the highest stat value in all of humanity. Because I had gotten the information I needed, I turned off my Jade Eyes. Just after that, my eyes met Flare's. You are the new hero, right? Please come this way. Flare. Once Flare calls out to me, the villagers move aside to open a space for me to walk through, and I start walking towards her. I'm a hero? Here I acted surprised, because it would be unnatural if I didn't. So you hadn't noticed yet? You were picked as a hero. Flare. She comes right in front of me, holds my hand and raises it high in the sky. This crest engraved on his left hand is proof that he is a hero, and I have come to pick you up. Let's save the world from the Demon King together. Flare. The villagers start getting excited, and once again erupt into applause again. A hero had come from their village, that means that their village becomes honored, and they get the benefit of getting support from the country. I can't believe that I became a hero, Kira. It isn't unreasonable to think like that, but it's the truth. Now then, we are going to depart without delay towards the royal capital. After all, there are a lot of things that you have to learn to be a hero. Flare, I am about to vomit, because I knew that what I have to learn as a hero is making me into a healing machine after drugging me. Even if you say that all of a sudden, I need time to prepare my heart. KAIFUKU, please rest assured, because I'll be with you, and teach you a lot of things as your senior. Flare squeezes my hand tightly while sweetly smile at me. I can feel that her hand is quite soft, and I notice that Flare smells nice. If you were a man, you would have fallen for her immediately just from this. However, I know the true nature of this girl and can only feel disgust towards her. Okay, I understand, princess, please take me to the royal capital. Kira, yes, of course. Flare, none of the villagers try to stop me from going and are blessing me with their words, without even knowing what kind of hell I'm going to go through afterwards. Although there is obviously no way they would know about it, it still puts me into an irritated mood. Riding the horse-drawn carriage, we are heading towards the royal capital. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask your name. My name is Flare Earl Grandierl. Flare, my name is Kira, nice to meet you. Kira, that's quite a lovely name. Could you tell me what your class is? Flare, as usual, Flare is using her smile that would charm anyone, and her voice that can capture anyone's heart while talking to me. The fact that she has planned this all out is the scary part. I still don't know my class, since I have only just become an adult and I haven't used an appraiser yet. Kira, is that so? In that case, if it's alright with you, could I use an appraiser on you right now? Flare calls out to one of her attendants, and her attendant gives her the appraiser after taking it out. Then, Flare taught me the way of using the appraiser. I had used the appraiser just as I was told, and the result was the same as the dice. However, I couldn't see the level limit or the talent values. My class is a healing magician. Here, the moment I said that, Flare's face became a bit distorted and her eyes had the look of contempt. Without even thinking of me as a fighting force, she was probably disappointed at me. Kira-san, would it be okay if I could look at the appraiser as well? Flare, please go ahead. Kira, while still keeping her smile, she looked through my status. She was probably calculating various things inside her head, since she is that kind of woman. In my old world, the conclusion she came up with is that even if I don't count as a fighting force, her EXP will be 2x higher, making it worth putting me in their party, while making me occasionally heal them. After all, no matter how much you obtain, elixir is quite valuable, so you would want to save as much as possible. Thus, even if I myself am not considered a fighting force, I would be able to recycle injured heroes. As a result of such a cold calculation, she considered me as just barely worthy of existence. If she hadn't thought that, she probably would have killed me and bet on the birth of a new hero. Since there can only be 10 heroes at the same time, you would have to kill one to get another. With me knowing all of that, I'm able to see the face that she tucked away behind her smiling face. While talking about things that weren't of much importance, the carriage we were on had reached the capital. If it goes just like how I remember it to go, in the period of a few days from now, I will be ordered to heal a sword saint after one of my lessons. Once I used recovery heal in the swordsman, I found out about the extreme pain and fear from using healing magic on people, and refused to use healing magic. However, after finding out about this, the royalty couldn't forgive me and drugged me, training me into a machine. The royal family had only thought of me as a tool, which was why they could do all those cruel things to me. But the new me is not someone that can just be used. If someone was to try and make me into a tool, I'll definitely make them fall into ruin. Just like how the princess is hiding her true face behind her smile, I'll put on the mask of a harmless sheep over my revenge-seeking demon inside of me. They still hadn't realized what was behind the